Welcome back to Teresa's Dead. My name is Teresa and I'm very much alive. I have an awful garbage filthy mouth, so viewer discretion is advised. But if you're not into that or weird shit in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to exit the video here. No harm, no foul, but I'll remember our time fondly. Why hello my little pork chops. I am so excited for today's video because finally the Sephora sale is upon us. No more me licking my finger. It's finally here and I'm very excited to talk about some of the recommendations that I have because while my cart is full, which a video will be out next week about it, there's a lot of shit at Sephora. A lot of it's kind of garbage. So I'm here to tell you the things that I think are worth checking out during the sale. But before I blow your mind all over your face, a word from today's sponsor. Thank you Fetch Rewards for sponsoring today's video. So I've been using Fetch Rewards for a while now, and if you've never heard of them, well, let me educate you. Fetch Rewards is a super easy to use app where you can earn rewards on literally anything you buy. I'm not being facetious when I say that you can earn rewards on literally any receipt you scan or e-receipt. Yes, you will literally earn points no matter where you shop and decide to spend your precious coins on. You can then take those points and redeem them for gift cards. Now the gift cards vary from a lot of different things. You have Visa gift cards, which is pretty much gold. You have Best Buy, Ulta, Amazon, Nordstrom, to even Delta, which to me, I am a Delta flyer, so I'm even more excited. And the points are also good to redeem Sephora gift cards, which is very apropos for today's video. We love a full circle moment on this channel. So maybe you're saying, okay, that sounds all well and good, but I don't understand what the hell you're saying. What do I even have to do? I don't know why I'm channeling my mother, even though she doesn't even sound like that. Anyway, well, let me show you. It's super easy to do. You take any old receipt and you scan it. There's no hoop jumping here. And don't think that you need to have a receipt from a specific store. For example, take this Saputo receipt, which by the way is a fantastic Japanese restaurant in Manhattan, not Spawn. My Tonkatsu ramen was not only delicious, but it's earning me points. Let me show you, it's super easy. You take your receipt, I'm gonna lay it down, and I'm gonna scan it, and just like that, I earn free rewards. What is there not to love about that, okay? Now, what if you don't have a physical receipt? And what if you don't like mingling in the public? First of all, relatable. Second of all, not a problem. Fetch Rewards can check your e-receipt purchases. All you have to do is press the e-receipt button and Fetch Rewards does the rest. So for example, my 1-month PlayStation Plus membership that I keep forgetting to cancel, I earned rewards on that. Or my recent Amazon purchase for all my vitamins. Look at me getting rewards from all my iron deficiencies. At least my doctor will be proud. Fetch Rewards is a totally free app and so incredibly easy to use. So use Fetch to get receipt rich today. For a limited time offer, please check out the link in the description. Use the code Teresa's Dead and get 3,000 points when you scan your first receipt. Again, thank you to Fetch Rewards for sponsoring today's video, and y'all go support the sponsors that support your garbage queen. Let's talk about the Sephora sale. The time is finally upon us. So starting from November 5th through November 15th, Rouge members can save 20% off their order. VIB members can save 15% from November 9th to November 15th. And Inside account holders can earn 10% off their orders from November 11th to November 15th. Please remember to use the code YAYHOLIDAY at checkout to redeem your savings. Everything you need to know will be listed down below, including links of the products that I'm going to be talking about today. I broke things out into categories just to make it a little bit easier. And I'm going to do my best not to repeat recommendations I've mentioned in the past. I have quite a few videos on recommendations, and all those recommendations I still truly honestly love, so I'm going to link those videos down below. So if you're looking for more recommendations, check those out. That said, let's start with skincare. I have a lot of cool fucking shit to check out, and we're going to start with INNEEAUTY Project. And I have to thank my best friend Michael for this because he will not let me live this down. So thank you, Michael, I love you. But he was the one that actually turned me on to this brand. When I visited him back in July, like, that boy has a skincare routine like no other, okay? He makes mama proud. And he introduced me to 2 products that have now just become a part of my routine. The first one I want to talk about is the Green Machine. So this guy retails for $32, and this is great for anti-aging and reducing hyperpigmentation. And this has definitely helped tighten and smooth out my skin. And the other one that is just bitch, so fucking good. Now, here's the thing. I want to call it slushy, but it's not. It's slushy. It's the Slushy Serum Moisturizer Crush. And if that's wrong, I apologize, but it's slushy, right? Slushy, 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 whatever. It's this. It doesn't even, who gives a shit? It's fantastic. This moisturizer is infused with BAKUCHOL. I think that's how you pronounce it. Computer?
It's pronounced BAKUCHOL.
Thank you. And this retails for $28. And bitch, when I tell you it's good, it's fucking good. The older I get, the more my skincare is changing. And listen, at the end of the day, I'm just looking to get carded when I buy alcohol, okay? Like, that's the goal here. Like, I want to go back to my youth. And now I can with this moisturizer. Honestly, I really do love products that have that BAKUCHOL. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. But like, for example, I have an Ola Henriksen product that I recommended in my last video. There's like a wrinkle blur eye cream. I love that one. Love, love, love that one. And it's because of this BAKUCHOL. And I just, so good. It's just what my skin needs. Plus this guy has hyaluronic acid and yuzu. And it's just, oh my God, it's just so good. Because I find that this plumps my skin. This reduces my fine lines. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't erase them, but it definitely smooths them out and brightens my skin. The combo of these two together is fantastic. I utilize this combo, especially when I have my period and my face decides it hates me because I won't let her get her fucking belly button pierced. So while dealing with that nightmare, using these two products within like a day or two, I notice any sort of breakouts that I have is gone. These are perfect. Absolutely love them. Now, the other two products I have, well, one of them I have, the other one I'm actually going to be planning on buying, is from Glow Recipe. And these are two products that I just fucking cannot live without. And I will perish if I don't have them. And the first one is the Avocado Ceramide Redness Relief Serum. It retails for about $42. It's a fragrance-free serum that is so good at hydrating and great for calming down the skin. The only downside to the product is I hate how the pump is. Like the pump doesn't quite reach the bottom to it. So you're really just like beating the shit out of the bottles just to get the last like little drop left. So packaging wise, not the best, but product wise, amazing. Anyway, using that product has been great for calming my skin. Don't get me wrong though, it's not gonna immediately stop like the red-faced demon that I am. It definitely soothes the skin and reduces the redness. So we love that. Now another one that actually has been like a recent favorite. Oh my God, I only have like this much left. Huh. This is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide. Ugh. Whatever. Anyway, it's the fucking dewdrops. These are so good. Regardless if I can't pronounce it or not because my tongue is tied. I utilize this step not only in my normal skincare routine, but sometimes I actually use it before I put my makeup on because it really does a fantastic job at hydrating the skin and just kind of giving you that extra little bit of glow. So when I'm running low on my Ritual Defeat Thorn Oil, this is like one of the next best things. Honestly, I don't think I've ever really tried a bad product from Glow Recipe. Everything I've tried has been incredible and this is just another thing that I'm probably going to pick up because I'm kind of like right here with it and I see myself kicking myself if I don't get it during the sale. So I'm definitely gonna be picking this one up, especially if I can get it cheaper. That's even fucking better. Now, the next thing is actually a set from FARMACY. I don't have the box anywhere. So it's actually these three products. These three products. So FARMACY had a set. I think it was called like the Honest Hydration Kit. It retailed for $60 and it was basically just like a holiday bundle set. You know me, you know my skin is drier than a mummy's dick around here. So I need constant hydration and these products, they do not disappoint. You get the Honeymoon Glow, which is a resurfacing night serum, the Halo Moisturizer, and the Filling Good Serum. I love these products, especially when using together. The only one is that this one I think you use about 2 or 3 times a week, but these I pretty much have been using daily lately. These have been wonderful. And honestly, I really love getting like the little skincare sets because I get to like try a bunch of different things. And I've been enjoying these so much that once these run out, I'm definitely gonna be purchasing like the full size ones of these. But I like these products because it's again, another set that just leaves me hydrated, smooth and glowy. Since using this serum, I've noticed improvements around this portion of my skin. I've been noticing that I've been getting like some dry skin texture around here. Since I started using this, I don't see it anymore, so that's fucking awesome. The Filling Good Serum is basically hyaluronic acid. It's a plumping serum, so I feel like a plump fryer. And the Honey Halo is a really great moisturizer. Again, this is another product that I like to use underneath my makeup, just to give myself like an extra layer of hydration. Those are fan-fucking-tastic. So the next item that I want to talk about is from Dr. JART, and this is the CC Pear Tiger Grass Calming Mist. So when my skin feels extra dry, and it's probably because I've been sleeping with the air conditioner on for like, you know, since the pandemic started. My skin has been extra dry, and in particular, it kind of gets a little agitated right in the edges of my nose. This is fucking amazing for calming down this area of my face. I no longer see like the little redness, and my skin doesn't look crunchy. It's just so good. It's funny because, you know, I have a little jar of like the tiger grass cream, and it's good, but like, I think I was using it incorrectly because I was using it to help with my eczema, and while I didn't really see too many results, hence why I kind of switched to the Chantecaille CBD cream, this stuff is just really good and just like kind of irritated and cracked skin. Not necessarily eczema skin, but if you're having dry patches, it's been very, very helpful. And this is just so, oh my God, it's so good. So while I normally use this when my skin is just like extra irritated, I've also been finding that it's really awesome just to have it next to your workstation, because when you deal with fucking idiots all day, just so nice to, oh, love this so much. It's amazing. I feel so calm. I feel so calm. Even eating half of that product didn't taste that bad. I love it. So this retails for $23 and it's just, I love it. It's so good. And rounding out the skincare products, I want to talk about Prima, and this is the Skin Therapy Ultra Rich Body Butter. This has 275 milligrams of CBD, and it's just, oh, it's so good. I'm almost at the bottom of this and I plan on picking up another one of these, or two possibly. Basically, if you suffer from dry, dehydrated skin, this is gonna be your best friend. And this has been really awesome for relief. I really love Prima in general. Everything that I've ever tried from the brand, I've really, really enjoyed. And honestly, the thing that I really like using this for is the calluses on the bottom of my feet. I know, gross, but this definitely has softened my feet up. And I also love that I only really need a small amount of product because a little bit does go a long way. Yes, you're gonna smell like a parking lot of a Fish concert, but if you look beyond that, it's lightning in a fucking bottle. And this retails for $32. Okay, so let's talk about some hair care shit. I know, who am I to talk about hair care stuff, but I have a couple of recommendations, I know. First one we're gonna talk about is from OUAI. This is the volume spray. So it retails for about $26, and I am in love with this. So listen, my hair resembles a limp dick. And I find that some volumizing spray can actually hurt me more than it can help me. Sometimes volumizing spray on my hair type, which is very fine, just limp dick hair, it can get kind of sticky and clumpy. When my hair clumps together, it looks like I just like stuck a lollipop to my fucking hair. It's gross. This lightweight spray volumizes my hair and it doesn't leave any of that like sticky, I want to say semen. I'll say it, semen traces behind. You know how sometimes it can have like that sticky residue? Like semen. It doesn't have that. We love that. I mean, unless that's what you want. Judgment-free zone. I also appreciate that this product doesn't weigh my hair down and it doesn't make it greasy. So for myself, when I get out of the shower, I towel dry my hair a little bit, I spray this down and then I blow dry it out, and it's just so like coiffed and fun. I mean, granted, okay, I'm not like, fuck, I don't have Texas hair, okay? I don't think I could ever get Texas hair with my hair type. This comes close though. I'm not gonna be in any beauty pageants, but at least my hair will have some life to it, all right? I love this product. It's so fucking good. I also like that it has a pleasant scent, and also my hair falls throughout the day, right? So kind of leaving me just looking flatter and flatter and flatter and flatter. This really maintains volume. So if you have limp dick hair like myself, definitely check this bad boy out. And then I have two dry shampoo recommendations. One is from VERB, and this one is actually made for dark hair. There is one that is made for lighter hair, and this one retails for $18. I love the smell of it, and it does a really great job at re-energizing my hair for the next day. Like, this is fucking fantastic. And I also like that the spray's a little bit darker, so I'm not sure if you could see that, but it's a little bit darker because 9 out of 10 times dry shampoo will always make me look like I'm a fucking skunk. So the fact that I don't have to deal with that is amazing. And the other dry shampoo that has been absolutely wonderful is from Living Proof, and this is the Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. Okay, honestly, the combination of these two is fucking fantastic. They make for a wonderful cocktail. The Living Proof one, well, it does shoot out white. It doesn't like skunkify my hair, which is nice. I really love utilizing this one, especially in my roots. It gives my hair great volume without having that weird kind of dry shampoo texture. You know what I'm talking about? When you start to massage the dry shampoo in your hair and then you start to like rub your fingers, you start getting like this white residue buildup. Like, I hate that. I do not experience that with either one of these products. These are fucking fabulous. So I highly recommend that stuff. And listen, before I go into makeup, I know I wasn't gonna repeat myself, but I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna break my own rule here because I wanna talk about Dyson products. Hands down, listen, Dyson products are well worth the fucking money. I was a skeptic. I was a skeptic until I purchased it. And now I'm like, I don't know what my life was like without it. If there was a Dyson toilet, I would own it in a heartbeat, okay? Like, let it suck the shit out of my body. I would be so excited for that. I realize it would just be me that would be really excited for that. Okay. Sometimes I just let things fly out of my mouth and then I have to deal with the consequences. All right, anyway, when I tell you that I've been using Dyson products every day since purchasing them, I sincerely mean that. God forbid anything happens to the blow dryer or the hair straightener, the first thing I would do after I'm done crying a river is happily go and repurchase these products at full price, because that's how much they are worth the money in my opinion. This blow dryer, by the way, I got it last year, so it's like the special edition like copper one. Fucking game changer, okay? I hate blow drying my hair. It usually takes forever. I know, and you wouldn't think so by looking at this limp dick spaghetti noodle that I call hair, but it's true. This supersonic dryer is the best thing in this world. I cannot for the life of me fuck with any other hair dryers. This literally takes, I want to say, no more than like 5 to 7 minutes. Like, it is fucking fast. And I know how ridiculous I sound because this product costs $399 full price. But when using this hair dryer, I don't experience any frizz, any heat damage. It makes my hair super shiny, which many of y'all have been commenting on like, girl, your hair looks good. It's because of these things. All hail Dyson, okay? All hail King Dyson. We love you. okay? We love you. Now the other product is the Dyson Corral. This retails for $499. I know, $499 fucking dollars. But it's worth every goddamn penny. I'm sorry, but a cordless hair straightener is fucking magic, and I refuse to be shackled by a cord. And honestly, the same applies from the blow dryer to the hair straightener. It helps with frizz, heat protection, and most importantly, most motherfucking importantly, this does not break my hair. When using any other hair straightener, my hair usually gets stuck within the plates, ultimately ripping it out of my head. I hate that so very much. Since owning this product, I don't experience breakage. It's wild, wild bitch. So yeah, these are fucking amazing. I totally highly like fucking recommend checking them out, especially during the sale, because these are the only times where you're ever really gonna find them on sale, is usually around this time. And I'm kind of sad a little bit because like I have like the gray and pink version. The blue version that they have right now for the hair straightener, I was like, shit, I kind of wish I got that one. I kind of almost wish there was like a refresh program with this. Like I could just change the outside of it because I'm, you know, a shallow bitch. And actually the same goes for the Dyson hair dryer. I think right now there's like an all copper one that looks fucking sick. I'm definitely happy with this one, but definitely the design of them is just, ugh, every year they just get prettier and prettier. So yeah, those are fantastic. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10 Yelp review, okay? If you don't get anything, you don't give a shit about anything I talk about, really consider Dyson products. They're a game changer. Also, their fans are fucking fantastic. I literally could go on 3,000 years about Dyson products. They're worth every goddamn penny, bitch. Every goddamn penny. Let's talk about makeup. So for makeup this year, I feel like a lot of makeup has come out, and honestly, some of the stuff that I have tried, I don't even think is really even worth it at a discount. If I'm gonna be 100% honest here. So I really like wanted to think about the products that I have been loving this past year that are definitely worth considering during the sale. The first thing I want to talk about is from LILAH B, and this is the Aglow Face Mist. This bitch is pricey. She retails for $48. So I actually wound up picking this up during the last Sephora sale, and this was probably one of my favorite products that I picked up. If you're ever having a day where your foundation looks a little cakey, where you could probably be an extra on the movie House of Wax, and you're looking for something that, I don't know, provides life and hydration to your face, look no further. Anytime I feel cakey, this is the product that fixes it. It gives the skin a really beautiful, radiant glow. Without making it sticky, this definitely locks the makeup into place. The only thing that annoys me is that I go through this pretty fast. So I definitely plan on buying like 1 or 2 during this sale, but this is fantastic. Now I do have one recommendation for brows, and I don't have the product because I used it and I plan on purchasing one during the sale. It's from KOSAS. Now don't get me wrong, I have an allegiance to the MVP Fenty Brow Pencil. I really do. And I think I'm the only one that likes that pencil. I feel like everybody else hates it. I'm the only one that loves it. And that's okay. I'm definitely keeping them in business with the amount of pencils I purchase. That said, I tried the KOSAS pencil during the last sale, and at first I wasn't sure about it. And now I'm obsessed and I can't stop thinking about it. So I definitely plan on picking up a few during the sale. The KOSAS product is called the Brow Pop Clean Dual Action Defining Eyebrow Pencil. It's a long wearing micro triangle tip pencil that really does an excellent job at like mimicking real hair strokes. It gives the appearance of natural looking brows. The only thing I would say is probably like quasi negative is that I prefer the color of the Fenty one over the KOSAS one. But I really love the formula of the KOSAS one. The KOSAS one is just like a touch warm leaning, and I prefer to have more cool tone brows. But the KOSAS pencil's packaging definitely beats the Fenty one. It reminds me of all those cool kids in grade school that had those really cool fucking pens. And honestly, who doesn't want to go back to a time where responsibilities or bills wasn't in your vocabulary? Just saying. Moving on to bronzers, I have 2 recommendations that I'm beyond obsessed with. And the first one is from ABH, and this is their cream bronzer. This is hands down fucking amazing. It retails for $35, and I seriously cannot stop using it. Oh my God, I can't stop using it. It's beautiful on top of the skin. It's definitely warm leaning, which I'm not a fan of, but for this particular formula, I'm all about it. This is hands down probably the easiest cream bronzer I've ever used. It's the kind of product that doesn't disturb anything underneath it. It's just absolute perfection. And I would say the other one that is absolutely fantastic is from
Charlotte Tilbury.
I know, I can't help but to say that. But the contour wand is fucking fabulous. Oh my God. Honestly, the combination of these 2 products, bitch, it's fucking amazing. I feel like a goddamn supermodel. It definitely shaved at least 10 pounds off my face. I love it. I know this is technically an older product, and I kind of wanted to be more mindful and really talk about things that came out this year, but you know, Listen, I am very slow when it comes to makeup, so some of these things have been out for a little bit and I'm just discovering them for the first time. And this guy retails for $38 and this is worth every fucking penny. This is another product that just melts beautifully into the skin. It's so easy to use. It's pretty much foolproof because it's, again, another product that just doesn't disturb the foundation or concealer or whatever you have underneath. It's just, everything just looks so seamless and you look chiseled and it's just so fucking perfect. And again, the combination of these two products is just, bitch, I feel like I'm on vacation every day. I'm just like, oh, I look like I have such a beautiful glow even though I never see the light of day. Like, I love it. I trick people in my Zoom meetings. They think that I'm one with nature. No, I'm not. It's these two products that gives me this beautiful, like, natural sun-kissed glow. I love them. They are beyond magic. Now, let's move on to some blush, and I have a couple of recommendations here. Again, I'm gonna go back to ABH. This is the cream blush that came out. So the bronzer and the blush released around the same time. This is in the shade Latte. Man, oh man, oh man. This is such a beautiful color. I love the formula. Again, this is another product that's just so easy to use. It doesn't disturb anything underneath it. It just looks so fucking perfect and seamless and airbrushed, and I'm obsessed. Also, it comes with this little Dick Chode of a brush that I think, you know, I feel like I'm the only one that really likes this brush. I feel like it does a really good job of like blending the product out. I mean, granted, I put a shitload of product in the back of my hand. It doesn't disturb anything underneath. It's just absolutely fantastic. So I plan on picking up a bunch more of these colors because while I feel like they're pretty reasonable at $32, if I can get them 20% off, I'm gonna go fucking ham, bitch. Okay, so I look forward to picking up more of these guys. And the other recommendation I have is actually from Pat McGrath. So these bubbies retail for $38. I have 4 colors. I do have a video if you're interested. I'll link it up, but I have the shade Nymphette, the shade Desert Orchid. These are absolutely so beautiful. And it's funny because when I first came out, I was kind of like, all right, you know, like these aren't bad. But the more I sit with them and the more I play with them, the more I become obsessed with them. Dare I say, I think I like Pat McGrath's face products more than I do the eyeshadows. And I love the eyeshadows, but there's just something about the face products that are just so beautiful and effortless on the skin, and the price point's really good, especially for Pat McGrath that's really priced up there. Like, it's beautiful. I also plan on talking about the holiday palette too, because I think that's also a really good buy. But if the holiday palette doesn't interest you and you just only want to pick up, say, one of the blushes, I highly recommend it. Like I said, I have 4 colors. I have Flirtatious, Nude Venus, Nymphette, and Desert Orchid. Honestly, I didn't notice any sort of differences. Formula-wise, everything has been amazing. Beautifully pigmented, great longevity. Everything just looks so beautifully natural on the skin. I love it. I absolutely adore it. So if you haven't tried it, I recommend checking it out. So moving on to highlighters. In theory, I would have had 4 different recommendations, but they don't sell the one Pat McGrath highlighter through Sephora. You have to purchase that on Pat McGrath's website, and fucking it's worth every goddamn penny. But that said, I'm only going to talk about the ones obviously that can be found at Sephora. So the first one is going to be from Givenchy, and this is the Prism highlighter in the shade Organza. This is fucking fabulous. It retails for $46. I know it's pretty steep, but this loose highlighter is Alien Slut Goals. Oh my god. And it's probably one of my favorite releases this holiday season. There are 2 different shades, but it kind of really just comes out more gold, if anything, which again, I'm not sure if you can actually see that because I feel like my lights kind of wash me out today. But this is so, it's just so pretty on the skin. It's one of those highlighters where you just need one swipe and you're good to go. Absolutely fantastic, and it's just super flattering on my uncooked chicken ass. And the other highlighter is from Dior. They are the Forever Couture Luminizer highlighters. So these retail for about $48 a piece. While I did purchase 3 of the highlighters, I only really can recommend 2 of them. There is another one like called Pearlescent Glow, and that shit is not worth the money at all. But the Nude Glow and the Pink Glow, in particular the Pink Glow, that is my absolute favorite. They're just so beautiful on the skin. It's one of those highlighters that doesn't have any sort of micro glitter in it, and same thing with the Givenchy, does not have any micro glitter in it, which I love. These are intense Alien Slut Goals, and I'm obsessed with them. Plus the packaging is really adorable. So if you're looking for some high-end highlighters, recommend those. And last but not least, another product from
Charlotte Tilbury.
And this kind of goes hand in hand with the contour wand, and this is the highlighter wand. I'm honestly mad at myself for waiting this long to try this product. That's what she looks like over here. This product is just so fucking good. The formula is incredibly easy to use. You can layer this over or under powder. It has this beautiful, intense glow. I'm completely obsessed with it. And again, I'm really mad that it took me so long to try these products. And now I understand why it's always sold out. So I'm kind of hoping that during the sale maybe I can find another shade because I have it in the shade Spotlight, and this is fantastic. It's like a very pale kind of gold color. And normally I'm more of like a pink or like a white highlighter, but the gold is just so fucking flattering. I love it's so good. So good. So yeah, highly recommend checking those out. So now I have 3 different face palettes, and I'm gonna keep talking about
Charlotte Tilbury.
This is the Nudegasm, and honestly this is fucking amazing. You know, when I reviewed this, I really enjoyed it, but I kind of found that it was like, you know, kind of weird to be considered a universal palette, because this is definitely for those who look like me, which is basically a plastic bag full of teeth. Like, if your skin tone resembles that, you'll be fine, babe. Because this actually works very, very well for those who have very, very fair skin. It's just unfortunate that they're calling this a universal palette, because I feel like it just doesn't really fit the bill for everybody, and that's kind of impossible to do. So they really need to stop trying to make universal palettes. But whatever, I'll get off my soapbox. If you look like me, a bag of teeth, you'll like this. Everything from this palette, from the 2 contour colors to the highlighter to the blush, beautiful. It just works so beautifully in the skin. I understand why my girl Tara Lynn literally is a ride or die for this brand. Like, I always thought like, ah, Charlotte Tilbury, like, eh, whatever. No, they make some really good fucking things. And this was my first face palette that I've ever purchased, and this definitely piqued my interest enough that I'm always gonna be on the lookout for future things from this brand, because it's just, the powders are just so beautiful. It's like this beautiful like baked gelée formula. Absolutely stunning. And I love the contours. They're cool contours, cool bronzers. So, I mean, this is just really right up my alley. The face palette is pretty steep. It retails for $75. So if you have been interested, it's kind of nice that you can get it at a lower price than what I paid for, so. But this is awesome though. Really, really, really fucking enjoyed this. Like, I cannot stop using it. Wild. Now, the next face palette is from Pat McGrath, and this is the Holiday palette. So there are 2 different versions of this one. I have the Galactic Sun. I forgot what the other one is called, but this one is just pretty much meant for lighter skin tones. The other one is meant for deeper skin tones. If you have never tried anything from Pat McGrath, and you've been wanting to, I think this is like a nice place to start, because you get the best of both worlds. You get a really awesome fucking highlighter, and you get 2 blushes. Now, for those that have purchased singles of the blushes, this might not be the best thing to buy, considering you might be buying duplicates, so kind of keep that in mind. But again, if you look like me, the shades Divine Rose and Desert Orchid look very, very flattering on uncooked chicken skin. The shade Golden Nectar is a highlighter that initially I purchased, and I actually sent it to a friend, Tony. Love you, girl. Because I felt like the shade was a little bit too dark for me, but honestly, all I think about is that goddamn highlighter, because I love the formula of it. So low-key, I was really fucking excited to have this again. Because even though the highlighter is just a scotch too dark, I don't care. I'll look like a fucking idiot because I love how the formula sits on the skin. But in any case, if you have been interested in wanting to check out Pat McGrath, you know, her holiday collection this year fucking killed it. Last year, not so much. This year, I'm all about it, bitch. This was awesome. So I highly recommend checking that out if you're interested. And last but not least, we have the blush palette from Patrick Ta. So I have not reviewed this yet on my channel, and I will do so in the future, but this is fucking great. This is the Patrick Ta Major Headlines blush palette. This retails for $58. You get 6 different shades and 2 types of formula in this palette. You have the cream side, and then you have the powder side. If you are scared of brighter colors, like, don't be. This formula is so fucking easy to use. I know I'm recommending a lot of products that are easy to use because, I mean, shit, I want products that are fucking easy to use. I don't want to have to feel like I need a PhD to try to figure something out. And that's what I like about these products, is that they're quick, they're easy to use, they have great longevity, and they're well worth the money. And this one, I mean, I have quite a few of his blushes. I really do like the formula. I would say more so than his eyeshadow palette. His eyeshadow palette was fine. I don't even think it's really worth it at a discount. It has to come down more than 20%. In any case, the blush palette's where it's at. I love his complexion products. I think they're absolutely beautiful. They look pretty bright and pan. You can definitely sheer them out. So while the color may look a little bit darker, rest assured, you can actually fucking use it. So if you are scared of brighter colors, don't be. These are so incredibly easy to work with. They have great longevity, and they just look so natural in the skin. And even though I've only had this for a short while, this is definitely one of my favorite things that have come out this year, especially around the holiday season too. Like, I gotta say, holiday makeup this year actually has been killing it. Like, it's been doing a really good job. So highly recommend checking that out. And I really hope that he releases another thing like this in the future. Like, I'm all about it. Super fucking cool. Okay, last but not least, we have eyeshadow palettes. Now, in the essence of time, because I feel like I've spent way too long on this video, I'm not gonna go into like full detail about these palettes. I do have reviews on my channel if you wanna know more information. That said, these are the ones that I think are worth checking out during the sale. Starting with the brand that I love to hate. We have NATASHA DENONA. And the two palettes that have been really great are actually the most recent ones. And the first one is the Retro palette. This one's awesome. If you're looking for a really beautiful mauve moment, this is really good quality. Usually the midi palettes are like hit or miss, but this one's excellent. And if you have eye irritations like I do, rest assured that this is not gonna fuck you up. So we love that here. And the other one is the Mini Metropolis palette. I love this palette because I hate the Metropolis palette. I hate it with a passion. This one also comes with a brush and I have no idea. Oh, yeah, I found it. Here's a tiny little brush. This one comes with the brush. It retails for $25. Oh, by the way, this was $65. This one for $25. This is great. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. I fucking love it. I'm obsessed with it. And to me, this is like the best part about the Metropolis palette, and now I have it. I always think about that palette, but I just hate the quality, and this is just everything that I wanted. And you get this brush, which honestly, it's okay. I have hooded eyes, so this brush shape is a little bit too big for me, but it's not a bad quality. It's fine, but like, who gives a shit, right? Who cares? This is awesome. And for 25 bucks, even better. Moving on to Pat McGrath Mother. Listen, all her Mothership palettes I say are definitely worth checking out, but I will say that Pat McGrath usually has better shit on sale on her website. I find that sometimes things can be up to like 30%. So if I were you and you were looking to get like the Mothership palettes, like I would just kind of like pay attention to Pat McGrath's website. Granted, her shipping is awful. Like a fucking carrier pigeon will bring your package to you in 6 months, but you'll be saving more coins. So think of it that way. In any case, if you want to shop the Sephora sale and you're looking to purchase anything from Pat McGrath, the holiday palette is fantastic. Last year's holiday palette sucked ass for days. Fuck that palette. This, fantastic though. This is awesome. This is worth every goddamn penny. It retails for about $78. You get a bunch of different finishes and the quality is solid. If you've always wanted to try Pat McGrath, I say, like, honestly, her holiday collection, really good. It's a nice place to start. Now, another palette that I cannot stop using, which again, I swear, okay, like I'm recommending a lot of Charlotte Tilbury here. Maybe I've crossed over. I'm on the other side. I am now one with Pillow Talk, but this is awesome. This is the Smoky Eyes Are Forever. Don't worry, it was just this. No. For a second I thought the shadows were coming out of the pan and I was like, no! Okay, anyway, hey, this is what this looks like. One has a lovely goth moment that we all love, but this is so good. The formula is really good. It's a basic bitch color story. Listen, if you don't have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury palettes like myself, which I feel like next year that's gonna change, this is a really nice place to start. The formula is just really, really nice. And I feel like you can get a lot of variety of looks within this palette. Again, holiday palettes have been killing it, not gonna lie. So this retails for $75, and while it's $75, you know, like it was good. Definitely not the best for $75. That's why this is really good to get it on sale. And honestly, I cannot stop picking up that palette. It's a problem. It's an addiction at this point. But I'm obsessed. Another basic bitch palette that I'm so ashamed, okay, is from Too Faced. I know, listen, hear me out. This is the Cinnamon Swirl palette. She ain't much. She ain't much. She boring, she basic. She is literally the period jeans of all palettes, okay? She's just fucking dependable, all right? But what I love about this palette is that it's, again, a no frills palette. You can create really nice looks in no time at all. Is it the most amazing palette in the world? No. I think for the quality, especially for Too Faced, this is pretty much a home run. I feel like usually their holiday palettes are garbage. But when it comes to like these tin palettes, they're usually really solid. Like last year was the Pumpkin Spice palette, which still one of my favorite palettes to this day. I know I'm a basic ass bitch, what can I say? And this one is just no different. Kind of looks a little similar to Pumpkin Pie, more on the basic side. So if you had that, maybe don't pick this up. But if you are a sucker for cute packaging like myself, not a bad thing to look at, just saying. And last but certainly not least, my other, like, probably, yeah, one of my favorite basic bitch palettes of all time. It's from Melt Cosmetics, and this is the Brunette palette. This is fucking fantastic. I fucking love this palette. Again, another basic ass bitch, but she's so solid in quality. Melt is another brand that I just have this love-hate relationship with. Like, I want to love them, but sometimes I just hate my ass. The metallics in this palette in particular, oh my god, they are just so saturated and just so beautiful. There's no texture issues. Everything just looks so seamless on the eye. They look absolutely stunning. And what I also like too is that the metallics in particular, they don't suffer from that puffiness that kind of grows out of the palette like the Smoke Sessions palette. You know, you remember that palette, right? The only palette in this world to grow legs and go on a murdering spree. Did we forget about that? Legend has it, that's the palette that's the epitome of 2020, even though it came out a few years before 2020. Just say it had a Terminator moment, okay? It came from the future, but it's in the past. Someone had sex with somebody and we got to save John Connor. So anyway, this is solid, and this is probably, like, I would say one of my favorite melt palettes next to the Gemini palette. It's absolutely fabulous. So yeah, those are my long-winded recommendations for this upcoming Sephora sale. Most importantly, and I should have stated this in the beginning, don't get into debt because of this sale. These are mere suggestions. Don't feel like you need to buy any of them. And as always, please shop responsibly. If you miss this sale, it's gonna be okay. Why? Because makeup always goes on sale. You're not missing out on anything. That said, if you are planning to partake in the sale, let me know down below what you plan on picking up. Or if you decide to skip out and you're waiting for something else, let me know, because I love hearing from y'all. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. As always, feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, to all my beautiful, wonderful patron bubbies. Thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, really filthy, really gross, really disgusting garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do without you, and I love your adorable little delicious faces. Everything that I talked about in today's video will be listed in the description box below. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.